Okay, guys, so we are going to look at sample test question number 5. It is a flow chart, and I said it could be, you can have a variety of ways that you'll have to answer a question. This is an example of a flow chart. So what it says to do is drag and drop 4 of the correct events in chronological order from earliest to most recent to show the rise of political machines and their effects. So you want to use items that you're going to drag and drop over that have to do with political machines. So if you have an option that isn't really talking about the political machine, you probably won't have to use it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options here, and you only have to fill or drag and drop in 4. So let's look at your options. The first, we're going to go in chronological order, which means we're going to basically tell a story. You're going to start at the beginning and work your way with your options to the end of the story, or how it plays out, the scenario. So your first is the Industrial Revolution leads to increased economic development in the Northeast. So Industrial Revolution, we're thinking factories, economic development. Anytime you see economy, you should think dollar signs in your head. Think about money, think about business, those types of things. So your options are: cities in the Northeast grow quickly and experience problems with rapid urbanization. So big cities. Party bosses use political machines to encourage immigrant voters to elect them to local government offices. We already know from the past sources that we looked over that this did help, or this did happen, and party bosses did help the immigrants so that they could in turn turn around, you scratch their back after they've scratched yours. Political machines accuse local party bosses of corruption. Political machines emerge in northeastern cities to help immigrant voters with their problems. Corruption and graft become common in local government, and immigrants move to small rural towns and have difficulty looking for work. So again, let's focus on the ones that have to do with the rise of political machines. So whenever you have a drag and drop, basically you're going to click on it and then pull it over and put it in the box. I don't have, I'm not on an actual, I'm just in a PowerPoint. I'm not in a simulation for the test, so I won't be able to physically do that and show you guys, but just pretend you're just dragging it and putting it over. So our first option is, what are we going to put in this blank spot? It starts with the Industrial Revolution leads to increased economic development in the Northeast. Okay, what are we going to put that goes next? We'll go to the next slide so we can see. So economic development in the Northeast starts. That's our first thing. That's where we start. Then what would happen next? Well, whenever you have jobs, people follow the jobs. So people came in, they moved into the city for all these jobs to make money to feed their families, clothe their families, and you had a mass amount of people moving into these small areas, and it caused lots of problems. When you have too many people in one area, you're gonna have a lot of problems. So that is your second bullet point that happened. Third, political machines emerge in northeastern cities to help immigrant voters with their problems. So these people came in, they said, okay, you have a lot of problems, you don't have a lot of resources, I'm going to help you, but in turn, you're going to vote for whoever I want you to vote for. Next, party bosses use these political machines to encourage immigrant voters to elect them into government office. I helped you, so put me on the top. And then lastly, corruption and graft become common in local government. So that's how it plays out.